Welcome to this video about splitting Tenprint images in CSIpix Case AFIS. Split Tenprint takes a large Tenprint image and splits it into smaller individual single rolled finger images and slap finger images. Why split a Tenprint? It's to make use of filters like finger number and pattern classification when you're searching. This will speed up searches and reduce false positives. The min files created during this process will contain automatically generated minutia data, finger number, subject's name if input by the user, and the subject's sex if it's input by the user. You can manually add more information to the min files after this splitting Tenprint process using enroll single. This could be used to add corn delta locations and pattern classifications. This only takes a few seconds per image, so it's worth doing. The Split Tenprint interface looks like this. It has two sections. The top part is for auto segmentation of forms, and the bottom is for manual segmentation of forms. The two auto algorithms look for lines in the image, so fewer adjustments are needed. The manual segmentation just places lines on the image, and then you have to move most of them to have them appropriately positioned. You can use the auto-segmentation algorithm to split a Tenprint form. It has two options. The first one is the RCMP C216C form, and the other is for all other forms. This algorithm looks for lines in the image, so if the form has no lines, or if the lines are occluded, meaning the fingerprints go over the lines significantly, you may need to use one of the manual segmentation options. The manual option you use would depend on your form layout. As I mentioned, the manual options are for use when the auto segmentation fails to work, if the form does not have lines or they're hidden, and it's also for use with some forms where some of the fingerprints are upside down. Option 1 has 3 sub-options, and it's for 10 rolled fingerprints. The first one, all the fingerprints are right side up. With option B, the left hand is upside down, and F10 is over here on the right. Option C, the left hand is upside down, but F10 is over on the left. Option 2 has the 10 rolled fingers, and then it has the 4 regions below. Option 3 has 10 rolled fingers and 2 regions below. Option 4 has the 10 rolled and 3 regions below. Manual option 5 is different from the first 4 because it's really flexible. With manual option 5, you can move each region around and size them independently, but each saved mini image will have a specific size. If you make a region smaller than the final size of the image, it gets padded with white space. You can deal with missing fingers easily by deleting a box. It also has an optional quality check and an optional sequence check. I'll do a quick demo to show you some of these segmentations. So first I'll demonstrate the auto segmentation. So I'll open an image. So this is a pretty generic form. Click Split Tenprint and make sure it's on other forms because it's not an RCMP form, and just click Run. So the algorithm looks for the lines, and usually they'll be okay. In this case, you need to move this over a little to make sure you get all of this. And then you would just click Save Individual Images. This is where you set the destination directory for the mini images. The base name for the file will be the name of the original image, and it'll save each image as auto _other _F1, F2, F3, like that. You choose the file format you want to export, and if you want to create the min files, you check this. You put in the subject's name, sex, and since I haven't actually tagged any minutia or anything here yet, I'm going to run the automatic minutia detection as I go, and just click Continue. So this is just a warning saying that it's going to put the images here. Do I want to continue? Yes. It's finished. And it'll ask me if I want to look at the individual images on the right side, so I'll say yes. So there's the first image, F1, F2, F3, like that. If I want to add more information to each one, I go AFIS, enroll single, and I'll add the core and the delta. I'll go to page 2 and add in the pattern type, right slant loop, and just save the min file. So now I've updated that one. And if I want to go to the next image, I can do the same thing here. Add the core, add the delta, additional parameters, right slant loop, save. So you can see it doesn't take very long to add that final bit of data for each image. Now I'll open another type image. This is the RCMP form. And Split Tenprint. And it creates the lines, and I just need to move them. And then I would do the same thing I did just then with save individual images. I'm not going to show that again. I'm going to show one of these images where the fingerprints are upside down. So I can't use the auto for this. I have to use the 10 rolled. I have to pick option 1B because this matches this form. And then I just click OK. It automatically just places the line, so often you need to move these a fair bit. It's not too bad in this case. And then you would continue on and say save individual images. I'm not going to create the min file now just to speed it up. So there's F1. And if I go and open, say, F10, you'll see that it's now oriented correctly. And so is F9, F8 to F6. In this example, I want to show the option of not running the auto minutia detection, because in this image I have actually already run the minutia and cleaned it up and added the cores and deltas. So I don't want to waste the work I put into that. So when I go Split Tenprint now, I'll run the auto form. So I slightly need to adjust some lines. And I click Save Individual Images. In this case, I want to create the min files. But I want to keep the minutia I already tagged. I don't want to overwrite them. And then I click Continue. And I'll open them up here. So this is F1, and you can see that the minutia will match what I had tagged before. But I still need to put in the pattern type. So click Enroll Single. And in this case it's a whirl, and just click Save. Now the last one to show is option 5. Let me expand this. If I go Split Tenprint, option 5 is the most flexible. Now you have boxes that you have to move around. I'm not going to take the time to make each box perfect here. So now I can click Save Individual Images. I can also run a quality check. And it was judged that all these were sufficient quality. And then you would just click Save Individual Images. So more details can be found in the manual. To open the manual, click on Help and then Manual. Thank you for watching. Feel free to reach out with your questions.